Hi, my name is Nick Bartolotta, physical therapist and chief clinical officer for Range of Motion Products. Have you ever been told to do foam rolling for your hand or your wrist? It's almost impossible to actually get leverage and put your body weight on your hand to create a therapeutic effect to alleviate any kind of injury for the wrist or hand. As a physical therapist, I've seen a lot of different injuries, specifically hand injuries relating to broken bones or overwork, repetitive use injuries from work, typing, anything of that nature. And what I found the most effective treatment to be is joint mobilization and active release work. Until very recently, that type of work was only possible using a therapist or someone actually doing that work for you. With the Rolflex, we actually now have the ability to do self-trigger point and self-joint distraction work on the hands and feet, which is pretty incredible. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do this. So the Rolflex can be adjusted very wide if we're doing a big part of your body, like the thigh. But for the hand or the wrist, we're going to put it all the way in the number one spot. And notice how the green roller is actually touching the black stabilizing roller. That means that when I put the Rolflex on my thigh here and I open it, as I squeeze my hand between those rollers, I can actually create enough pressure to separate the bones just like I would as a manual therapist working on one of my patients. So the Rolflex gives us the amazing ability to do compressive work, specific compressive work, on each joint of each bone in the hand, one by one. And the real effective therapy is always in adding in active motion with pressure. And you'll see the backs of my fingers, you can see the tendons actually threading back and forth underneath the pressure from the green roller. You can get creative with how you move your fingers and you'll feel a change to how the pressure's relating to the bones. And I can come into and work trigger points that before would be incredibly difficult or cause an extreme amount of fatigue in my opposite hand. If I have issues stemming from carpal tunnel where I've actually begun to get tension or scar tissue building in the palm of my hand, all I do is rotate the green roller so that it faces towards the inside of my palm, and then I can squeeze, applying pressure, and then if I want, I can strip the muscles, slowly pressing and pulling my hand back and forth between the rollers. Up until now, there's really been no way to effectively do this and to be able to do this on a consistent basis and alleviate pain from repetitive use injuries or other hand injuries. A lot of martial artists, a lot of fighters sustain terrible fractures, and they're never quite given enough therapy tools that can effectively work and rehabilitate those muscles. For hand therapy, there's nothing better than the Rolflex. I'm Nick Bartolotta for Range of Motion Products.